where do you belong? So this is about 900 feet of fiber optic cable. Put about 7 days of just mapping this out and then figuring out how to get the LED diodes to connect. This will basically serve as a puzzle reveal when they meet certain conditions, and it will show them what they need to do next. Styrofoam bag and peanut. Where do you live? I bet you this one slipped out and I forgot to put it back in and I replaced it. That's what happened. Let's see. I think we need one here. The cable management's a pain in the ass. This was the first set I did, which is why it's like a bit of an issue. We ended up doing 3 different bundles for like the general Starfield. And these are just taped together, put up into pipe, so they're all nice and flush, and then they just go through a hole that goes right up to one of these LED puck lights. And we just put them in there, and it dries everything. Yep, cool. We're gonna go lights out. Oh, that's so good. With fiber optics, you can get a very, very small pinpoint of light, and you can vary the sizes. The sort of natural little bit of diffusion that happens when the light travels down and it's coming out of the pinprick, it feels like a proper star versus like if you were to glue a bunch of LEDs into that thing. It wouldn't feel the same way. So it's an old trick. It's not like it's new tech. It's just fun to play with. It's fun to look at. The last thing I have to do is I have a single 3mm fiber optic cable that's sort of sitting in the void, and that's going to get hooked up to a single neopixel diode, and all it will do is just sort of blink intermittently in a red color, like an airplane light in the sky. And the idea being that because this is a rift in space and time, when you come into the order and you look into it, off in the distance, off in space, that blinking light is actually the Chronos station. And there'll be little notes about it on the side, and he's like looking at it through a telescope, and he's drawn a little sketch. And it won't make sense until chapter 3, and you're like, oh shit. Leaving threads to wrap up later. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here literally staring into the void. They're pondering their orbs. Or contemplating our void. Now what do I do with myself? What do I do next?
I believe I have just finished this.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to look at it.
Yeah. That's nice. I like how this came out. Yeah.
Do we want to look at adding anything into those 2 side quadrants, even if they're more motif-esque and not alchemical symbols or alphabets or anything?
We're playing in so many different symbol bases that it's like real hard to just use stuff for flavor and design, and then use stuff that is like very clearly like this is a symbol that you should be paying attention to.
That's why it's just like, oh, do you want to add like a circle for balance?
I think
We might not need anything.
We could though. I mean, there's some secret geometry kind of thing we can do there or something. I mean, we could signpost tarot. It's just signpost tarot just by going, okay. This side has a cup and a wand, and this has a pentacle and a sword.
It would make sense. We're giving them the cards, and it's like, oh yeah, we definitely got to put them here.
Like this is tarot, and so you got to go find the tarot card deck. I mean, that's my other thing is I don't necessarily know that the tarot deck should just be sitting there. I think
it's in the box, right?
Yeah, it's in the box, but I think they should go look into the box. So we have this nice, very pretty sort of Renaissance Italian style deck. These now have nice sturdy leather backs, but are still supple, so they kind of give you a nice little slap when you throw them down. And there is a very sliver of an RFID chip in between the leather and the cards. We encode the correct tarot answer via the face cards down one path, or you use the back sides of the cards for the other one. So the puzzle is looking for 2 entirely different solution sets. So each card is going to have a unique asymmetrical pattern of lines that connects the ones in the nexus. So earlier on, they'll find like a specific Celtic knot that is in this general pattern but has very specific nexus points. So they have to go, oh, okay, and they have to figure out how to replicate it by using the cards and putting them in the right spots.
And of course, we don't have the entire tarot deck because that's a lot of cards, and
way too many cards.
and they're also already really thick. It's like a lot.
The good thing about the fact that all of these cards have RFID chips in them is we can change up the actual solution set to this game anytime we want just by rewriting the RFID chips and just going, okay, this week it's going to be these face cards or this Celtic knot. So we can have a whole bunch of solution sets and just swap them out whenever.
Yeah, it helps for replayability.
Help for
People come
replayability,
back,
yeah.
They don't already have the answer. They might think they have the answer, but they don't.